Come out to the bar.
Hello YouTube, cheers and welcome to the basement. My name is Bruce Lively.
And I'm D-Boy Slim.
And the Basement Debates is the first daily hip hop debate show. From Tuesday through Friday, we tackle the most intriguing topics in hip hop culture and the world around it. So welcome back, Basement family, and today, simple, easy, quick. The most overrated rapper all time. With that being said, Lego. Okay, man, let's do it. Who is the most over? We're gonna do underrated probably tomorrow, and we're gonna get to the boxer there, Mayweather, all of that.
Yeah, we got y'all on that.
We got a long week.
We gotta weigh on it. Yeah.
So, but who's the most overrated? Cause y'all gonna laugh when I say mine.
I mean, I'm prepared for all the the hate and I'm prepared to ruffle a couple of feathers. In my most humble opinion, and me covering this and following hip hop for the last 30 years, I won't hold y'all. To me, it's Lil Wayne.
Ooh.
You say, what do I base this on? Well, ratings. If you say someone is overly rated, I just break down what that term exactly means. If you say someone's underrated, it means they're not rated enough. They're not acknowledged enough. They're not ranked high enough. So if you say someone's overly rated, I guess that means the exact opposite. They're ranked too far, or they're rated too much, or they're acknowledged too much. And again, in my most humble opinion, this is Wayne. Throughout, I would say. And I don't want to get this misconstrued, because it's not that Wayne is a bad rapper. I won't call Wayne the wackest rapper. I won't call Wayne trash. I would not go that far. But
he's nice.
The rating at which I see some people rate him at, he's not top 5. He's not even top 10. Maybe to come out of Louisiana, like, and when you hear people argue, will sit there arguing, ready to fight you, but they're probably from Louisiana or from in around there, like, and that's usually, and there's no disrespect to anybody coming up out of there, but as it pertains and as it refers to the grand scale and him as far as MCs of all time,
there's one other person out of Louisiana that's that nice. I'm trying to remember the name.
Lil Wayne to me is the most overrated. It seemed that around the time when the album Go DJ came out is when people started to rank him, or you started to hear whispers about him with the greats. Again, Lil Wayne is a terrific MC, and what he's done with the game and to the game can't be understated. You see, I won't go so far as to understate his triumphs or his achievements or things that he's accomplished inside of hip hop. But as it pertains to, and I'm just talking about MCing skills, I'm talking about rapping, not what he's done as the businessman with Young Money or whatever the case. And again, a lot of the things that can make you an underrated MC, where somebody may say lack of record sales, a lot of times record sales, because record sales again are not always the end all to things, but a lot of times record sales can distort your view as far as an MC is concerned. For example, Soulja Boy. If you 10, 15 years ago, if you felt like Soulja Boy was hot just because he went double platinum, boy, were you wrong in how you define and measure the game. And this is what I mean by sometimes record scales can distort on can distort your view on how you feel about an MC. In Lil Wayne's case, I think maybe a little bit so. He's done his numbers, but again, when people started mentioning him along with the greats, the Jay-Z's, the Rakims, I don't think he's quite in that club yet. And so this is why I say he's just a bit overrated. Who you got?
All right, man. So I hear you, but I'm gonna have to go with Eazy-e. Eazy-e. Most overrated all time, and that's not to denigrate what he did for the culture, what he did for hip hop, his business mind, how he got the NWA thing started. The thing is, Dr. Dre also got something started, and Puffy also got something started, but they're not given the title of legendary lyricist and godfather of gangster rap. Like, why is he overrated? Because his accolades. Eazy-e has been called the godfather of gangster rap. He's been seen as legendary, like I just said. Critics called him a legend over and over. MTV. The second reason why is because when he's diagnosed with AIDS, many magazines, Jet, Vibe, The Crisis, Newsweek, started to cover him. And all of a sudden, his studio albums went on a Billboard Top 200 that never made it before. And all his singles from Easy Does It started to surface. And We Want Easy and Real Motherfucking G's and Just to Let You Know. All of these started charting after he got the AIDS. Now, I'm gonna tell you like this. He had hot songs, but I believe because of what was going on in society at that time, he ended up becoming a poster boy for a problem that was really big, and that still is actually, but that was just starting out and that needed to focus on it, and that's what he was used for, and that's what he had. Now, as far as lyrics, he never wrote one. Damn! He never wrote one. Several members of NWA, it wasn't just Ice Cube. Ice Cube wrote the lyrics for him. And the DOC and MC Ren wrote his lyrics for Easy Does It. And Naughty by Nature wrote songs for Straight Off the Streets of motherfucking Compton, which once again is a recycled name from NWA, which shows you his actual artistic content. He didn't have any. He talked about the same thing every time, the same way, blustering and boasting, and that's okay. And what he did was he started a group that became a legend. He, like Puffy, like Dr. Dre, like Master P, I consider legends for their business, for what they did. For rapping, no. He doesn't deserve those accolades. He just doesn't. He was the worst rapper in his group. He never wrote a rhyme. Not once. I don't remember him writing anything. And if you don't believe me, pick up his actual singles, solo albums, read the back. They got who wrote it in there. He was honest enough to put it in there. We just didn't care back then. If you're gonna blame Drake and tell you what he doesn't do because he doesn't write, or they're gonna talk about this person not being real or this person not writing their own stuff. Excuse me, it's backwards on the thing. We've got to tell the truth. Eazy-e, I love what he did. As a rapper, overrated. You gotta write your own. You gotta write something.
Real quick. I'm just want to hammer the point of Lil Wayne being overly rated, and this is because my thing was there's always been a limitation to his rap and substance. Like there's always been like a cap, a ceiling, so if you will, not to his wordplay ability. Don't get the two mixed up. But to his content, as far as substance inside of what Lil Weezy's saying, there's always been a cap. Now, to rebut what Bruce said, I'm highly offended. Y'all don't have to get offended because I'm offended. I'm offended for y'all.
You gotta write your own stuff.
The Godfather of gangster rap, that title belongs to Eazy, and rightfully so. There was one guy,
Rap pioneer?
There was one guy at NWA that actually was a gangster in Compton. In the group NWA.
Nobody said he wasn't a gangster.
There was one guy.
We're talking about a rapper. See, that's the thing. You're equating rapper with gangster.
So therefore, when I first heard, I'm not sure about Bruce and where he was, but when I first heard, the boys in the hood are always hard.
Did he write that?
You come talking that trash, we'll pull your car.
Did he write that?
Cruising down the street in my 6'4".
Did he write that?
Did he really cruise down the street in his 6'4"?
Did that matter in rapping?
Did he really have a 6'4" to cruise?
Did he write the rap? Well, then Drake is the best. Drake is the best of all time.
Those are his raps because the raps.
If you don't have to write your own raps,
depicting him.
Okay, so what I'm saying is OVO depicts Drake a lot. Yeah. So if you're mad at that, what are we talking about? Be honest.
Secondly, I argue the point that he never wrote a rap. I find that to be offensive. Never wrote a rap. If you look on several of Eric Wright's singles, whose name is Eazy-e, you will see definitely other writing
co-written at best.
No, he's written some songs and he's written some.
Yeah, but I think everybody knows exactly what I mean.
You know, there was a time when he left the group.
I'll tell you what.
Or when the group left him, Dre and Cube left, and he was still as real Compton City G's, and you can say BG Knockout or whatever.
You guys look it up for yourself.
He wrote rap. Eric Wright wrote raps.
When you see how many of his hit songs are written by other people, you come back and tell me.
All the way to Thuggish Ruggish Bones.
Leave those comments and let us know. We got a couple shout outs. We're going to come back and do those. We have to take a short hiatus. We'll be right back. And we're back, ladies and gentlemen. Let's get to the shout outs. Marquis Smith, he says, we need to make the channel grow. Bruce, grab that cymbal and smack D-Boy one time. He always talking stupid. Love y'all chemistry though. Keep going, fellas. Man, I appreciate that, Marquis. I'll make sure he hears that when he gets back. Marquis Smith came out with another one. Honestly, I clicked the video to show love, give you a view and a like. I really don't give a S about that clown. Of course, he's talking about Tekashi 6ix9ine. And you know what? I appreciate you coming by, and a lot of people feel the same way. But for some reason, he's getting millions of views by a lot of people who don't feel that way. So maybe we need to actually talk about that. But for now, I hear what you're saying. Lucas Kohlhofer said you do good work on YouTube, man. Listen. Thank you, Lucas Kohlhofer. Salute to you. Special shout out to you. Brian Guilford said, man, like my man said below, I mostly came to show love. Of course, that's the Tekashi show. He says, I don't care too much for his music, but as I was typing this, I forgot and I've been watching hard, high as hell, and now it's halfway through the video. Yeah, it was an engaging video. It wasn't just about Tekashi. You know how we do. We take a topic and then we use that topic and springboard it to be something else about the culture that you probably really want to hear. So that's how we do. I appreciate the love. Brian Guilford, keep watching. You got a special shout out. Daniel Smith just put a whole bunch of speakers on there. I guess he liked the music. Thank you very much, Daniel Smith. Robert Riojas said King Los can't lose at anything. He's too great up top in the brain, and I'll give him that. The dude is fast. He's quick. He's still not the best lyricist of all time or anything like that. But if you're trying to battle him on some freestyle, you're lost. Period. I'm with you, Robert Riojas. Wallace Grapp. Excuse me. I'm messing up today. Wallace Grapp said dope. And I appreciate that. Y'all go check out Wallace Grapp. I think he actually does music as well. I watched some of his music on Facebook. Aiden Lawrence. He said, as always, some shit dope show. As always in some shit, dope show. I'm guessing you're just going to say it's a dope show. I appreciate that. Aiden Lawrence. Appreciate you. And Cheech Tunes. Y'all go check out that site on YouTube. Cheech Tunes said Tekashi sucks, but your channel don't. Good looks. Appreciate everybody watching. Appreciate everybody listening. Appreciate everybody leaving comments. And you got your shout out right there. Tell us who won this debate. Tell us if I'm crazy, if he's crazy. Are we both crazy? Are we both right? Let us know. That's the basement for the day. Peace.